presenter is putting Killawatt Kaos in the Hall of Fame.
Hey. You still need a piss?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. DJ wants to get laid so bad that he keeps Gareth's bank card under his balls to save time. When DJ lost his virginity to a hooker thanks to the help of Gareth a few years ago, the first thing everyone thought was, of course. If I had $1 for every time DJ had sex, I'd have $1 because it doesn't count when you fuck livestock. Ladies and gentlemen, Australian Backyard Wrestling Hall of Famer, my dear friend, Daniel Johnston!
Really?
Let's get into it right here. There we go. What was that fucking
No, Jenny. And you're being that's
Yes. Kids with disabilities.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
Don't close it.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
Let's go calm down for 5 minutes.
Jim Cornette. Kill it, brother. Jim Cornette's almost as disabled as DJ is.
I may not have fucked many women in my lifetime. Only prostitutes.
Is that what you're
If you had $1 for every chick that I fucked, you'd probably have $1.25.
Hear him out. Come on, man. There's girls here.
But each of those chick and a quarter, all would have called me cerebral palsy.
Sick.
Because I dipped my nuts in their throats like a fucking hedgehog ice cream. Jesus. I know. I'm going dark. I'm going dark. It's going to go to a very dark place here.
I need to go.
I can only get so erect. I'm sitting here surrounded by some great friends.
not your friend.
And a bunch of fuckheads.
Yes, Eli's
There you go. There's one. That's right. Eli's not here. Thank God. He's too busy not wrestling Rob Van Dam. Can anybody imagine if Rob Van Dam had to wrestle that guy? He'd be like, what the fuck, dude? I'd kick this fucking fat cunt's head off. Probably wouldn't even devote that much time to him. But seriously, the matter at hand is an important one. Because today, I am here to induct one of my best friends into the world, into the Hall of Fame. But he's not just my friend, he's been a friend to all of us.
You have friends?
Yeah.
Alright guys, it's not heckling.
No, seriously. I'm going to be serious. There's not a single person here that doesn't consider Joshua Woolen a friend. And that's because, shut the fuck up, you
I
brown
consider him
piece
my
of
lover.
shit.
Hey DJ, I whited for the first time.
That's pure,
I'm
bro.
the first whitey with him.
The first time that I met Joshua Woolen, he kicked me in the nuts.
Good, called me a friend and
And little did I know that a few years later, he would be one of my best friends in the world. Nobody has ever gone out into the WCWA or ICWS arena and put in more of a show than Joshua Woolen / Killawatt Kaos.
How much ICWS?
because you won't win an award, Chris.
It didn't matter whether or not it was a hardcore match or an SPWS match. It didn't matter whether it was a technical clinic against a guy like Mykonos. Every single time Killawatt Kaos ever stepped out into the ring, he gave the performance of a lifetime. And he is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated people that ever performed in the WCWA.
We're not voting anymore,
That's fine. Because it's not about me or anyone else right now, it's about Joshua Woolen finally getting the recognition. He's finally getting the recognition that he deserves as one of the best wrestlers ever. to step foot in the WCWA arena. He's been a friend who's gotten me through some of the hardest times in my life. He's been a friend who I've shared some of the greatest times in my life with. He's been one of the participants in some of the... There's Daniel Bonner. Sorry. Bonner. That's alright. I can't figure out whether or not I should talk to other people. You should, yes. Hurry the fuck up.
Just go for it, man.
I've had the pleasure of wrestling Killawatt Kaos a number of times, and he's such a good guy that he actually allowed me to beat him for a couple of those matches. That's how much of a sick cunt Joshua Bullen is. Even though in a real life fight I would absolutely get skull fucked by Joshua Bullen, I can say on my record that I've beaten Killawatt Kaos. And so, in a row. No, hang on. But a lot of people can also say that. Even though Joshua Bullen / Killawatt Kaos is one of the most gifted street fighters of our generation, a number of you...
The Serbian Kimbo Slice.
Yes, that's right. The Serbian Kimbo Slice, Kimbo Burak. A number of us here have had the pleasure of wrestling Killawatt Kaos, and every single time he gave his heart and soul in those performances. And he did everything that he could to make sure that his opponent looked good. Even at his own expense, he would make his opponent look like $1 million. And that is why, perhaps more than anyone, Killawatt Kaos deserves to be inducted. There's not a lot that I can say that everyone else doesn't already know about Killawatt Kaos. It is my honor to induct the Pussy Slayer, the hardcore motherfucker, the SPWS Illuminati, the greatest hardcore wrestler ever to step foot in either ICWS or WCWA, the longest reigning ICWS champion, and a hero of mine personally, and he should be all of your hero as well, because he's one of the best that we've ever had amongst us. I induct into the Hall of Fame my best friend, Killawatt Kaos! Bring it in!
I'd like to present to you Chaos Theory! Jacob, your tread's a little bit up there, mate. It's stuck in the wall.
Fuck off. Looking a bit brown there, man. Looking a bit brown.
Thank you all. Thank you definitely to DJ, my boy.
He's in the middle of it, isn't
Man, that was a great speech. Thank you so much, dude. You know, I heard a lot of gagging, fucking gagging
in his throat.
You've heard a lot of gagging.
I wasn't talking about the guys heckling you, man. I'm just talking about in your bedroom, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah!
And you know what? And I've loved every guy you brought into the house. Yes, I do love you, man, and I've always got your back.
That's why Kev's so angry.
My little story that how I never actually the first time I saw DJ was in high school, and he actually was in braces. And I was walking behind him with a friend. I don't know if it was ice, I'm not too sure. I've had a lot of chair shots in my fucking career. I don't remember too good, and I'm on antibiotics, so all of you are basically like great white sharks with fucking dildos on your head right now. I'm pretty fucked up.
Dildos on our heads? Yeah, we're unicorns. We're shark unicorns.
That's it! Anyway, too much.
Good catch.
Thank you. Anyway, someone was picking on DJ, and he never actually got to see me actually crack this guy's skull on a brick wall. Little did I know that I'd end up probably being so fucked up that I forgot that this guy was disabled and end up kicking him in the nuts. And then becoming best friends. That's my little story. But past 7 years I've been a part of a family, and that's all you guys through ICWS. Starting off with my brother Dark Ice in SPWS. We used to kick the shit out of each other and set each other on fire simply for fun. So we were like made for this game, to be hardcore guys. And you know what? Personally, DJ can suck my dick, but I personally think that Dark Ice is probably the best wrestler I've ever seen.
The most best.
He's on antibiotics! Does that mean that he can suck your dick?
Where's the happy guy? Guess what? That's what I
said. And you know what? I love how Chris is putting so much input in this. If only it was rent money, that would have gone so far. Anyway,
who's the one that got up and actually went to work? That makes no sense, DJ.
I'll go have a swim.
Fucking rent money. I fucking paid my rent money, gun.
Anyway, yeah, we done?
Where are the marks?
We done.
Shoot more.
We done? Jacob knows when it's done.
Carry on.
Say that shit.
Someone get some Vaseline for his butt hurt.
Shut up, he's trying to talk about me!
But yes, and for the past 7 years, me and Ice, we've dominated all your butts. We've given you all a spanking.
Not me. Penetrate my butt.
That's a big booty. You're my Rikishi. I'd take that stick.
Chaos, you pop my cherry.
Nah, not me. Nobody beat me.
And I've built some of the best. I've built some of the best friendships. Sorry, I'm laughing because Chris looks like he's gone through an existential crisis.
I fucking cleaned your shit out of your room, cunt. Shut up.
You're like my baby brother. I actually cleaned your shit.
Oh, shit.
Carry on.
Let the man talk. Carl looks like he's going for an existential crisis.
I'm okay.
And I've gained some of the best friends.
Kyle, shut up!
It's like not
Just got dark.
It's said anything for 35 minutes.
And I've gained some of the best friendship with all of you guys, and through some of the toughest moments in my life, I've always had WZWA, ICWS, wrestling in general as an outlet, and it's got me through some of the fucking worst shit in my life. My mum passed away in 2013. I had, you know what, I put it all in wrestling, and I was grateful that Carl ended up, spotlighting me in that way and giving me the first Aussie? Am I the first Aussie?
Aussie World
Hardcore Champion. Yeah, and 2 times, so,
The belt didn't mean shit.
You also had sex in my bed before I did.
Yes.
And that was the truth. That's the truth. Stand ovation. That bed's 20 years old and it had sex in it before I did.
And it is also funny because I had sex in DJ's bunk bed before he did as well. And he masturbated over me having sex. No wonder I'm his hero. Like, I've been his hero since I stuck my dick in it.
He gave me wanking material for 6 weeks. Okay?
You're like he's Johnny
That's fuck.
And I also had sex in the
Wait.
Anyway,
That's sick.
this isn't about sex.
This is all a Hall of Fame career work.
I thought this was about sex.
But, we got me through all the tough times. Even in last year I went through a really tough time. Basically, I had nowhere to go, and thankfully, as much shit as I give him, Chris and his mum put me up, and I'll always be grateful for that. And of course, DJ has put me up, so I've kind of been through homes. But I've always had one great home to go to every month.
Jax.
Yes, actually Jack's house. And that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Jack, for also having me. Let me beat the shit out of you sometimes. Hardly ever, because you wanted a hardcore match and instead of thumbtacks you used glitter. Worst hardcore match ever. But thank you, Jack. And
His remains of a disco ball. That's what it was.
and thank you to everyone that had the personal. What am I looking for? I'm so fucking privileged. Privilege! Yeah! Personal privilege of versing from, from Dark Ice, my brother, to Steel Kensley, to Phoenix. Phoenix would like to think I don't give him much credit. Jasper Crude, And Phoenix would think that I wouldn't give him enough credit. And really, man, me and you have gone toe to toe and beat the shit out of each other. Unfortunately, I've made you lose more blood than you. Straight, thanks.
So if you see that?
Fucking hell, all people. Sure. They give you a title and you break it. Also, thank you, Chris, for bringing my tag team title.
Shit, sorry.
I get it. You didn't.
Chris will do anything to stomp my parade.
Same thing as I've got my title. I says your title.
So with that, I thank all of you. Thank you for the privilege that I've had. And I cannot wait to enjoy this night with you guys, and hopefully I don't fall asleep on this.
I love you, Chaos!